Who wants to walk through that and make a bridge for it?
Are you wearing your flip-flops? No, you're not. You're not prepared. I was so glad I was recording. That got a little bit deep. Back here in these woods, we're searching for something today that's really unique, amazing, and interesting. Are you ready for another adventure? If so, come along with me. Joining me on today's adventure is none other than Mr. RJ78 Productions, and we're going to be heading up a pretty steep hill into the woods. That's because we're searching for something that has been on my mind and in my screenshots for well over a year now. And this location has been documented before by a few other people, but it was with the information I was received from one of my viewers that led me to the exact location, proposed location. So we're on the right track, we're headed in the right direction, but from what I was explained, it's not the easiest thing to find. But I'm pretty certain though, with some determination, teamwork, and help from you guys, that we will indeed locate it. And if we do, trust me, it's gonna be worth the effort. So without huffing and puffing all the way up this hill, I'm gonna leave you guys right here and I'll pick up at the top.
Who wants to walk through that and make a bridge for it?
Are you wearing your flip-flops? No, you're not. You're not prepared. I was so glad I was recording. That got a little bit deep.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now he's got swamp foot.
That's all right. My foot's still dry. Right rope.
So I'll be following his footsteps just to give you some orientation. We just came from that path. Now the directions we have are, rather vague. It's saying, look for a dirt hump, look for, this and that. And I know they were trying to do what they can to give us the information. So I didn't realize though that it splits off in so many different directions. Now we were told to stay straight. We do have like a trail going that way, a trail going that way, but to stay straight is going this way. So we're going to go further that way, and we should come upon something. And at the very least, we'll at least get a better understanding of the land here. This is a lot of land, many of which, or most of which, is actually mined, formerly mined, both I think underground and strip mining. So we never know what we'll come across, but I think we may have found something. So yeah, I'm gonna take you where RJ went, and I'll show you that next, and we'll continue from there. I don't want to repeat what he did. Okay, yeah, there is. Huh? So one of the things we were supposed to be looking for is a log cabin, and we indeed found it. Yeah, it seems like maybe a camping, party, hunting area. Do hear some ATVs coming. They don't even see us. Oh, this is pretty neat. I'm going to give him his space and film in there. I'll show you the outside of it. It is constructed out of fallen logs. I believe it's probably for hunting. You can see some little window blinds there. But wow, that is pretty cool. I'll go check it out first for you guys, then take you inside. Oh, there is a welcome stone. So they do welcome visitors. Looks like there was a door here at one time. Yeah, they have some makeshift cots in here. Kind of, they lower down by chain. Too weird to live, too rare to die. Barely enough standing room. There is a plate here. It says Great Seal of the United States. And a table in here. So I know you guys can't see anything, so come on, let's come inside. So there's the welcome stone, and let's watch your head. So there's the little kind of blind window. We do have a nice little table with a camera watching us. I guess they have surveillance here.
Hey neighbor, can I borrow some sugar?
Seats taken. There's the United States seal plate and some fold down beds, which are really well anchored. So whatever the purpose this is built for, they did a really fantastic job. They actually used spray foam as insulation in between.
Except for the roof.
But yeah, that's good that we found it. And to those who do use this, you guys do a pretty good job of keeping it maintained. There's a nice little fire pit here. So I'm guessing it's probably for hunters, but I'm sure locals use it as well. And unfortunately, it's a diaper dumping spot. I don't want to get too close to that one. So we need to continue on now. Now that we know that this is here, we are on the right trail and we could make some progress heading to our main location, which we may or may not be getting close to. I do see some interesting things in the distance. So let's keep moving. More to see, more to do, and more ATVers coming. Yeah, driving those would make things much easier, but then it wouldn't give me the opportunity to get winded and start huffing and puffing on camera. So you got to keep things natural and do it the hard way.
And keep this physique of his.
Yeah, 1 footstep at a time. I can't overdo it though, because if I do, I'm gonna have probably a fourth dinner to rebuild what I lost. So I'm on a fine line right there. I don't want to lose too many calories.
Road trip to Purple Panda?
Yeah.
Or Panda Express?
Panda Express on the way. Wonder if they do DoorDash out here. Okay, so we're walking through a rock cut here, which you guys could probably see behind me. And we need to look for something else now that was given to us as a description for our journey. So let's see what we find further up. Okay, update number 231. We just came from that direction. There's the rock cut. There's a trail here which does bypass the cabin. The cabin is up over the hill there. Based on the description we were given, we were told to come past the cabin, come to an intersection. Now I believe this is more of the proper intersection. We have a four-way intersection here. And it said to go straight. So we're gonna go straight, but there is, as you guys see, a lot of land here, different trails. It's very easy to get disoriented or to walk hundreds of yards in the wrong direction. So I'm just kind of going off intuition and gut instinct. And I think that this, hopefully, will take us where we want to go. If not, I'll be doing twice the work, retracing my steps and going in a different direction. But nonetheless, we're still having fun. I think I dressed a little bit too warm though. It is pretty warm and muggy. I shouldn't say warm, it's in the 40s, but wearing the backpack, the hoodie, the hat, and working up a sweat pretty good, and some more dirt bikes coming. So this is definitely a very populated area for explorers, ATVers. Okay, let me not walk through this giant puddle. There comes Evel Knievel. Oh, they're coming this way too. Oh, got another one. Hope we don't get wet. And another one. And another one. What is this, a parade? Tell me I'm going crazy. That guy in that green quad looked like RJ's twin.
Wait a minute.
You didn't tell me you had a twin. It was a quad. Why didn't you hook us up? This is need to know information, RJ. We need to know this kind of stuff. If you have hookups, by all means, hook me up.
I can't divulge every secret.
Oh, I guess I'll let this one slide. I'll be dipped. My gut instinct was correct. It looks like we're kind of just coming maybe at an inopportune time. It looks pretty wet right now. But we are here. We're going to check it out one way or another. Yeah, there's actually some people up there going to check it out as well, so. This is a pretty cool area. Yeah, there's actually like a flume here. Let me show you guys a little bit of what I'm talking about. Nature's carpet, oh yes. Very appropriate for today. Or my Nature's carpet hoodie. Available on my merchandise shop. Check it out. Yeah, this is a concrete trough. And it looks like it may go off in a different direction down there. I knew I forgot something. I should have brought my inflatable rubber ducky. I could have floated right down here.
Or got it in that.
The spinner?
Yeah, the little spinner.
Or I could be like Georgie and Pennywise and see if they float. Yeah, this is pretty neat. Gonna get you guys down closer without falling and give you a better visual. Yeah, that is so cool. Obviously, it's kind of deteriorating over time, but it is still serving its purpose. I do want to investigate down there and see where it goes to. I wonder if it goes underground. But yeah, this is completely awesome. But what we're looking for, I'm not going to divulge it yet, but it's coming up ahead. But I'm going to set you guys down, get you some visuals and some size perspectives, and walk around here, show you a little bit, because there are some people up there with dirt bikes checking it out as we speak. So once they clear out, we'll have our opportunity. I feel like Ninja Warrior. I'd love to see this in prime conditions when it's really flowing pretty heavily. It's getting more wet here. I hope you can still hear me and see me, but it does go uphill pretty steep. And there is some amazing Nature's carpet here. And of course, he's standing right in my shot. I don't want to slip and fall though. Pays to have proper footwear. Today I'm prepared. Yeah, this is pretty neat. I'm also going to get you some close-up visuals too of the water flowing. Maybe a little bit of slow motion. But even if we didn't find what we're coming to find today, which I know we did find it, it's up there. This is pretty cool in itself. In the middle of the woods, I have a concrete flume or trough. It's almost like reminds me of like a mill race. But let me give you a couple close-up perspectives of the water. We're gonna go down there first, and then we're gonna backtrack and check out the tunnel because Oh, I just gave it away. Yes, there is a pretty amazing tunnel, culvert tunnel. Darn it, wasn't supposed to leak that out. Here's some gorgeous nature's carpet. It looks like things are improving too. The sun's coming out and it's just getting to be a more beautiful day here. Second day of 2021. Now, as nice as this is, I'm gonna walk down there, take you guys with me. We'll see where the water goes. I wonder if it goes anywhere underground, which I'm gonna be kind of curious if it does. And regardless of where it goes, we'll at least see for ourselves because my curiosity does get the best of me. Don't forget too to check out his video, which will be linked up here in the corner. You can see his perspective of today's adventure. But you guys are going to be wanting to stick around because what we show up there is going to be nothing short of amazing. So I'm going to crop this image in so you can see, but water right here is coming from underground. The flume is right on the other side of that little hump. The water is making its way through, coming underground, and created its own little stream here, which is also flowing downwards. So very wet and aquatic, which is pretty nice. And again, may require a revisit in the summer, depending if we find any deep pools of water or something that requires getting our toes wet. But that is pretty neat though. And right in front of us, another gorgeous shot of nature's carpet on that tree. I definitely wore the appropriate sweatshirt today. Just did a quick costume change. Had to take the hat off. Getting a little overheated. But as you can see, RJ's walking down the trough or canal, whatever you want to call it, flume. I'm going to take the side here just so it's easier maneuverability. And we're following the water down. We're going to see where this leads to. There's some really amazing woods here too. I mean, this is some gorgeous trees and foliage and nature's carpet, of course. Wow, this is pretty interesting. So the channel of water I showed before that RJ spotted where it's coming up underground makes its way down and goes back underground. And that appears to be like a type of subsidence. I'm not going to get too close because I don't know how stable it is, but that is something else. Ooh. Wow. It just disappears into the ground. That makes for some awesome footage and pictures right there with the flowing, cascading falls, the nature's carpet. I have to give you a couple shots of that. Like the old saying goes, you never know what you'll find unless you get out and look. And something as simple as that, to me, is pretty interesting and beautiful at the same time. But this video, as you can already tell, or already know, is going to be a bit of a longer video because, like oftentimes, we get sidetracked, find different things, and at least me personally, I don't think I do a good video unless I show you what I see here. And I don't want to draw it out longer than it has to be. At the same time, I don't want to skimp you guys on some amazing thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is getting, maybe we were in the wrong area. There is definitely something back there, but just found something. Holy crap. Huh, okay. Things changed a bit. Let's get myself calmed down first because I'm actually really excited. So I'm kind of wondering what's up there where those ATVers are, because what we found, I believe, is what we came to find. Let me get down here, I'll give you guys a better look. Okay, so I'm glad we came down here because my intuition is correct. Something is definitely going on here. The water came down to right here, and you can see this little bulge of material. What's holding that bulge up, if you can see, I'm going to crop it and show you, is narrow gauge train tracks, narrow gauge rails. Also, there's water coming from under the ground here, like a little underground geyser. But this water is going somewhere. I'm going to slowly pan over, be prepared to see something incredible. Check that out. Stone wall with a dark, long underground corridor. It was designed specifically for water. As you can see, it is serving its purpose. Now, when I've seen other people here, it was dry. They were able to walk through it. I don't know how deep the water is when we get down there. I'm going to get up along the shoulder here and take a peek in there. If it's worth doing and it's not too deep, I'll walk through it. Otherwise, it may require a revisit, but this is what I was coming to find. This underground stone culvert. And this is going to be the mecca of stone culverts and what I've seen before. But it's just incredible, though, that this is all out here in the middle of the woods. Just to think of what they went through to create this. They get the material back here, equipment. Ooh, there's a frog. Oh, there he goes. Frog. So right up there is where we were just showing you inside the water channel. Came down along the left side here and immediately found a subsidence. Look at this. This goes down, I don't know how deep. It's actually partially plugged up with snow and debris. Wow, that is dark. Oh!
Get on the edges.
Yeah, I saw that, but then it gets lower. It's not enough room to hunch over. I gotta tell you, Mother Nature plays some cool tricks because we've had an absurd amount of rainfall and snow melt in the last week or two. I foolishly thought that it would be cleared up by now. We obviously could see it's not. What you guys saw in there is something I've never seen before in my life. It's just so impressive and amazing and dark and long. It goes quite a ways, and there's different levels that actually kind of gets down. We have to hunch over to walk through. Now there is a little shoulder on the sides that will allow us to go in part of the way, but from there, where the ceiling drops down, it'd be too low to crouch down. So we have two options, neither of which are going to help us today. Either have to come back with my muckers. He does have fire boots, but I don't have mine with me. Or we have to wait for a dry spell. But one way or another, I am returning and going in there because this is just one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And this area as a whole, I could imagine, has a lot more to offer too. So I'm going to snap a few photos. We're just going to kind of enjoy the moment here, and then we're going to head up top and see what else is up there, because I have a feeling there is something else worth checking out where those group of men were with the ATVs. You see how it drops down in there?
Yeah, it goes a little smaller.
Yeah.
Kind of like that sewer.
But I did make another discovery. I went up on top of this ridge line, way up on top of the hill there, which you will see me descending down in RJ's video. I saw the other side of this. This is not very long. It's not the one that I saw in other people's videos and photos. So this might be a secondary one, which means there still is a primary one, which could be where those ATVers were. So even though this is still amazing in by itself, it's not what we came to look for. But as I mentioned, I am going to be returning maybe as early as tomorrow with some mucker boots so we could properly access these, because I don't know how the other one's going to be. Regardless, I'm still coming back to check out this one. So you are going to see a return follow-up visit very near future, just so we can get inside there, because something like this you don't see every day, and the water is not going to dry for probably a couple weeks at the earliest, especially with the constant precipitation of snow and rain. It's just not the best time of year to come. So with that said, we're going to trudge uphill now, follow the flume upwards, and show you what's up there, and we'll see what happens. So stay tuned, more to come. Oh, that's where all this water is coming from. Somebody left the hose on. So as you can see, we are ascending back uphill. It's the same area we were at before, and the ATVers are gone now, so we should have clear access to investigate what's up here. So far, it looks very interesting, I'll tell you that. I don't know what that is. Ooh. Okay, I don't know if I could show this on camera. Not entirely sure what I'm looking at. Let me do a little bit of investigating here, and I'll get back to you guys in just a moment. So the one thing I can show you right now is where this water is coming from. We are now at the top of this trough, canal, luge, whatever you want to call it. There is what I thought was originally a fire hose. RJ said it's a big air hose, like an industrial size one. But there's a little dam here with a big log and a nice little pool of water here. This is probably about maybe 3 feet deep, but as you can see, it is coming down the mountain. As she comes. So I'm going to take you guys here and show you a closer view of it, because this is something you would see like in the Smoky Mountains. Look how amazing this is. This, without a doubt, will require a return to get some photos, but how gorgeous is this? Wow. There's a nice little section of white rapids there, and some big patches of carpet next to it. So I may get up there, give you guys a closer visual of that, snap a few photos, but this is a gorgeous, gorgeous area. So I'm gonna climb up there, and I'll see you right there. Do have some beautiful icicles hanging here. And we're almost there. That's where I want to get to. Those are just barely hanging on. That is so cool. I'll definitely get a photo of that. I can't really get much closer, so I'm going to prop you guys right here on this rock. Let you enjoy the view and the sounds for just a few moments. I'll snap a few photos, and then we'll get back down to the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit of information with you. Where I'm sitting, what's facing me, which is behind you guys, is something I can't show on camera. Those of you who have been following me for a while, you know what I'm talking about. You know what is pretty much here. For legal reasons, I was advised not to share it on camera, so I'm going to do my best not to do that. But what is here, though, is a pretty incredible concrete flume. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going to be returning probably tomorrow with RJ. I have some knee-high boots, and we're going to go through that tunnel. Now, originally, I'm up in the air about this. That tunnel that we saw with the water going through it may or may not be the one that I came to find. It seems shorter than what I remember seeing in pictures in other people's videos, so there could be another one here. I'm not certain. I'm thinking maybe if we follow that one through, there's a possibility it could lead to another one. The water source up here, though, is cascading down the mountain, and it's just going to continue until, you know, there's a dry spell in the weather and all the snow is melted. So the water is going to continue flowing for days or even weeks, and I don't really want to be having to come back weeks later and deal with it then. I'd rather come back tomorrow, get a little bit wet, and see what indeed the tunnel looks like on the inside. I have proper lighting. I'll probably have you guys mounted on my head so I can be hands-free and do the lighting. We'll do it the right way. We'll do it safe. We'll do it the best way we can, like I have with other culverts and other tunnels. So I'm going to probably leave you guys here. Right after I'm done here, I'm going to give you a short photo montage showing you some of the shots of the waterfalls, the tunnels, nature's carpet, so on and so forth. Don't forget, down in the description, you will find a link to RJ's video, and of course, the link to my merchandise shop where you can get some very own nature's carpet merchandise and other JPVideos merchandise. Feel free to comment down below. Tell me what you enjoyed of this video, and if any part of this video did put a smile on your face or you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and want to see content similar to this, there's two things you could do. Number one, check my playlist. I do have most of my videos categorized. Number two, subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be alerted and notified and up to date when I release my newest content, which is both adventures and live streams. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining me on today's adventure. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.
All right, here we go. You ready to catch me?
I'm ready. Open arms. Just jump, man. Man, do you suck? You didn't even fall once. I told you I'd make this look good. Yours is like an instructional video on how to do it right. Mine's the efficient and more entertaining way to get down. Hence, my dirty butt. Just a little bonus footage here to share with you guys. I have some really, really good news. We're lost. So, yeah, we kind of went off course. We're now in like, I feel like we're in Never Never Land here with Peter Pan. It's just like trees, waiting for the Robin Hood and Men in Tights to come running towards us. Yes!
Tight.
What's that? Sherwood Forest, that's it. Couldn't think of it. Are you killing nature?
No.
No.
Nature's killing me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
First hand on your feet.
Just rolled my ankle there. That felt good. And as you will see, you'll want to watch his video definitely, because I did slide down gracefully down an entire mountain. And I did it in style. So he did the instructional video on how to do it. I did it on how not to do it. You'll see it in his video, trust me.